Hey, how's it going, guys? Today I have more news for you once again. And today's news are definitely very interesting, with the metaverse coming to other devices, as well as PCVR is now available to pretty much everyone that owns a Quest. A lot of exciting stuff today, let me tell you. I'm quite excited for this one. With the last two videos sort of blowing up, I'm really excited to bring this to as many people as possible. And if you're new here, as usual, in case you guys like this one, make sure to slap that little red button down below, and let's get right into it. The Oculus Quest 2 finally gets an iFixit video, and as their thumbnail says, better late than never. If you guys are into the right to repair, you know that iFixit is one of the biggest leaders in this department. You know their great iFixit toolkits, which I actually personally own, and overall they supply a large amount of parts and pieces for other devices. HTC Vive recently partnered with them to allow for fixing of their own headsets, whether it's a lens that breaks or some other parts of a headset. They also have a huge library of videos showing you exactly how to disassemble your devices if they break and you want to fix them yourself. They finally have one for the Quest 2. So in case you guys are interested in that kind of stuff, you want to fix your Quest, something may be going wrong, or you just want to know what's inside of it, make sure to check out iFixit's video down below. And no, I'm not sponsored, I wish I was, but damn. Anyway, let's move on to the next piece of news. Plutosphere is now in early access. Yes, they've been working really hard up to this moment, and finally they're in early access. They totally deserve all the love that they got, and they just flew right past our server after the last video. It was incredible. You guys scared me. Like, you honestly scared me. I did not think it would blow up this much. You killed their servers. Congratulations. You played yourself. No one could play then. They jumped from like under 10,000 members to now being at 20,000 members. If that doesn't show you the impact they have and the amazing work that they do, giving PCVR to the masses, well, I don't know what does. I know some people still hate wireless cloud gaming, and I know some people don't believe in it, but you can now give it a try, as Plutosphere is officially in early access, allowing literally anyone to check out their service. You can buy tokens, of course, at a pretty decent price if you ask me, and the only caveat so far is if you want to use their official app, you're going to need either an Android phone running SideQuest or a PC running SideQuest. But if you don't want to use their official Plutosphere application from SideQuest, you can also use Virtual Desktop, in which case you don't require a PC at all to set it up, as you connect through desktop vision on a phone or literally anything that has a browser, including a Quest, and download Virtual Desktop onto it. It's that simple. The only other caveat so far is they don't have persistent storage, or at least I think that's what it's called, which means that if you shut down your server after 30 minutes of not entering it, all your data gets wiped. So you will have to re-download your stuff from the very beginning, but that's what we have cloud saves for. And their internet speeds are... This isn't an ad, I'm not sponsored, just a service I absolutely love and I simp for. In case you're having issues with their servers or not connecting or capacity issues, they have upgraded their servers. They're working really hard to get the service up and running for as many people as possible, increasing capacity and literally making people's dreams happen. So thank you so much for that, Pluto. You are amazing. Do keep in mind, it's in early access, which is kind of like beta. So remember, there will be bugs, there will be issues, there will be capacity problems. They're working on it. You know, give them some time. So make sure to check out Plutosphere down below. I warned their moderators this time, so I hope they're prepared. And yeah, show them some love. Okay, here's one that a lot of people might really dislike, depending on who you are. You know, Meta is trying to build the metaverse, and now they're planning to bring Horizon to smartphones this year. In case you don't know what Horizon is, it is kind of Facebook's version of VR chat, with their avatars only and with their own way of creating worlds using their scripts inside the game itself, which is quite unique, and some people absolutely love it, but others dislike the fact that it's, well, meta, and that there is surveillance on there. But whether you like it or not, Mark Zuckerberg told investors Meta plans to launch a version of Horizon on mobile this year. Quote, "Horizon is core to our metaverse vision. This is our social VR world-building experience that we recently opened to people in the US and Canada. And we've seen a number of talented creators bring worlds like a recording studio where producers collaborate or a relaxing space to meditate." This is very interesting, as yesterday I was at the Barber's, top notch, and we somehow got into the chat about NFTs and the metaverse, and he asked me what the metaverse was, what devices it runs on, and I was like, well, currently it's kind of everything. I tried explaining what we're going to be talking about in just a second, which is that Meta is bringing their avatars over to Facebook Messenger, Instagram, and all the other apps, and I kind of explained that it's supposed to be everything combined, all companies collaborating. It's like an internet set, but it's 3D and you're inside it. But I'm not very good at explaining stuff, so that went just about as well as you might imagine. Either way, I guess now we can add the amount of things the metaverse runs on to a phone, which it's going to be a mobile game. I want to see what happens, to be honest. I don't know how much I'll be on it. I prefer VR chat, but I want to see what happens. Here's something epic. New Quest features, everyone loves those, right? Meta released a hand interaction SDK, as well as a tracked keyboard SDK for Quest. There is already an interactions framework available in the Unity Asset Store, but Meta today is releasing its own free alternative as the experimental SDK. That experimental descriptor usually means developers can play around with it or use it on side quest apps, but can't yet ship it on the apps or on the App Lab. Interaction SDK supports both hands and controllers. The goal is to let developers easily add high-quality hand interactions to VR, instead of needing to reinvent the wheel. So, you know, we talked about in V37 them adding the hand interaction SDK, which I still don't have. And this is essentially a huge upgrade to that. It'll allow developers to play around with direct grabbing or distance grabbing, custom grab poses, gesture detection, 2D UI elements for near-field floating interfaces and virtual touchscreens, paint scrolling, and a few more. So in case you guys are interested in this full thing, of course I'm going to leave a link down below, but tracked keyboards. This is actually something I personally am quite excited for. The Quest 2 is capable of tracking 2 keyboards so far, the Logitech K30 and the Apple Magic Keyboard. If you pair either keyboard using Bluetooth, it will show up as a 3D keyboard inside your virtual environment, showing you exactly where it is in the 3D space, tracking it kind of like a QR code. And as vSpatial now tweeted, we've been excited for this feature for a long time. Watch out for an update next week supporting a live tracked K30 in our app. So now developers get to use that tracked SDK inside their apps, which is really cool. Virtual keyboards are slower to type with and result in more errors, so this could open a lot of new productivity use cases by making text input in VR more practical. So you know, you can be excited if you have one of those keyboards. It's now going to be supported in a lot more apps. Okay, now onto the meta avatars. Meta avatars are now getting more facial shapes and Super Bowl t-shirts. Meta is adding its new avatar system, facial shapes, as well as assistive devices for people with disabilities designed to better reflect the billions of unique people on this planet. They're also adding a limited time offering to NFL fans as they bring real-world fandoms into the metaverse. Meta announced in a blog post. You know, the avatars are something people complain about a lot. They don't have legs, which seems to be changing. Looking at the pictures here, it looks like they're getting legs. But apart from that, people don't like how simplistic they are, and not everybody wants to be a human. Big surprise. Look at VR chat. Another thing they're adding is Meta is, as a matter of fact, allowing you to use your avatar in between all Facebook apps, including things like Instagram and Messenger, meaning your metaverse avatar will now transfer with you into your real-world messages, which, according to me, is actually really cool. If the avatars were more allowing, then I would probably use this feature a lot more. But yes, that's really cool. I think the metaverse spreading throughout all the apps and connecting them is exactly what should be happening. And your avatar should be able to be your identity in the virtual world. So seeing this happen is actually really cool. Let me know what you think about this one down below, as I think there will be split decisions on this one, whether people want to have an identity or whether they want to bring it into their real-world messaging service. Well, of course, you could just not use it, you know? But either way, I would love to hear your opinion on this one. To end on a massive success note, the Quest Store has surpassed 1 billion in content revenue, showing major growth. Meta today announced that the Quest content store has surpassed $1 billion in purchased VR content since its launch in 2019, representing a huge inflection point for the headset. During today's Meta's earnings call, the company shield away from giving unit sales figures for its Quest 2 headset, but did confirm that the Quest Store has surpassed $1 billion in purchased software since its platform launch in 2019. So yeah, you guys remember us talking about how Meta can possibly sell the headset at so cheap when all its competitors are selling them at so expensive? Well, people were talking about that it's not just the ads. I mean, we're not really seeing that many ads in VR anyway. It is mostly the store. It's like PlayStation makes a lot of its money off of the games it sells on the PS Store. Meta is making most of its money not off the headsets itself, but off of a percentage that they get when a developer sells their game on Meta's store. So there you go. As well as Meta making money, this really shows us that VR is truly exploding. As if we didn't know that already. But anyway, that is going to be it for today's video. Again, I welcome anyone new to the channel. Thank you so much for joining us. I hope you're having a great time. In case you want to be part of this community for an even larger ride, check out our Discord down below and check out our Reddit, where I want to see you posting your spicy memes. Other than that, I hope you guys have a fantastic day or night. If you liked this video, please give it a like. If you disliked it, I guess this button works too, but please tell me why down in the comment section below. Thank you so much to the Patreons supporting this channel. You guys help me out a ton, paying my bills, paying my little software subscriptions here and there, and overall just making these videos better. So thank you so much for that. If you guys would like to support the channel in any way, shape, or form, we have sick mugs down below that boost your FPS by 300% and merch that does not put a huge ad on your body. And as usual, in case you guys want to be notified about future content coming up on the channel daily, make sure to smack that subscribe button with your forehead, ding my bell, and see you again in the next video. Peace.